Hi Virgo, this is going to be your October 2020 general overview and forecast. It's good for the sun, rising, or moon sign of Virgo. As always, keep in mind it's a general reading. It may not resonate with all of you. It will resonate with whoever needs to hear this message the most. If this doesn't resonate, try checking your rising or moon sign on this channel. You could find other messages or your message there instead this month. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Virgo, I love your sign. I have family members that are Virgo that are so important to me. You're one of my all-time favorite signs. It's always a tie between you and Capricorn, but then I love Taurus too because I'm a Libra and we are ruled by Venus. So I always get excited when I read for the earth signs. You're really coming out true to your sign this month, Virgo. I have a lot of pentacles, and I see that a lot when I read for an earth sign. I expect nothing less. This is a general overview and forecast. You can apply it to any part of your life: health, wealth, love, your overall destiny, even your spiritual path. Virgo, so I got to tell you guys, the Empress, Justice and Temperance in particular, have been making its rounds. They showed up, that those two cards showed up, I think, for all the fire signs. They've shown up for you as well. So I think for the entire collective, this will be a month of healing, truth being told, fairness, honesty, and bringing anything excessive in our lives into balance. It seems to be a common theme. For you guys, Virgo, I think October is going to be a month for healing for sure, and possibly recovery or recovering from financial or emotional loss, bringing that back into balance. I think October for you will also be a month for bringing things in your life into balance that regard discerning the truth, in particular, what is fact versus what is fiction. I would say, based on all the cards I have laid out for you put together, try to approach everything this month with honesty and diplomacy, in particular in regards to finances and resources. I also think it'll be a month of focusing on personal development and maybe even health, and bringing family obligations and work-home conflicts into balance. I do have the Chariot in reverse for you guys in the environment. Get your car checked out. We are retrograding this month. I'm not saying I think you guys are going to have a car accident or anything like that, but you may need to look at tires, your oil, things like that. Some of you may be stepping out of a role of commitment or being in charge in some way, either at work or at home. And you may feel as though you have to work alone because others in your life might not be super cooperative. You guys are very grounded. You can usually think of ways to stay grounded and even get creative. I think there's going to be a lot of direct communication happening for you this month as well. They wanted me to use the Tea Leaf Oracle deck just to give you some omen messages for the month. The first message that came out is needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. I always make note, though, with this card that yes, it says a sincere wish will be granted only if you can get that thread through that needle. And then you've got to put that needle in the fabric and get to work sewing. So you may just get a thread through a needle that you've been trying to get through that teeny tiny little hole. It took some precision to make that happen. So the beginnings of something. Bag came out, something important, such as a new job or raise. Some of you have been looking for a new job or wanting a raise. This should be a focus for you this month. But I also got hand for you, in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Someone may ask you for some help, or you may feel as though you need some help. I do have a Queen of Swords and Justice here. Sometimes that's a person we go to for an honest, fair opinion. That helps us with a solution. You might just need some assistance or guidance. Maybe this Queen of Swords is a person in your life that can help you with that, or you in turn may be a person that has to be the Queen of Swords for someone else. It's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but there's a Queen of Swords in all of us. Rose came out as well. Romance is in the air. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. It can be that emotions are stirring this month. Some of you may be gardening. Some of you may receive flowers. I also have shark, which was kind of a weird one. Take care, or there may be a loss of material wealth. There may be someone circling the waters, and I do have the Five of Pentacles. I have a lot of pentacles here, so this did coincide with the tarot that jumped out for you. You may need to really thread a needle and focus on a raise or a new job. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance. I would watch that romance does not keep you out of balance. I do see you guys bringing your life into balance. When justice comes, we're able to balance all parts of our life. But take care that this does not distract you away from other important things, because it's possible that some of you will experience a material wealth or loss if you're not careful. Thread that needle and get to sewing whatever project it is you're working on. They asked me to use the Romance Angel Oracle deck just to give you some advice about love real quick, right before I turned the camera on. At the last minute, they wanted me to use it. And I said, okay, anything for Virgo. You deserve love. You are lovable. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, perhaps, or you have Sag in your chart and that's pulling strong. Your guides want you to know you are lovable. You do deserve love. This comes out when we don't feel worthy of something. You absolutely do. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it may come to you now. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Also at the bottom of the deck, I have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Finances and career, it did come in reverse. I do have separation here as well. So there will be some red flags. Your intuition might be heightened about relationships, or several, or perhaps a certain one. This isn't the end of the world. It's not about lies or anything like that. It's that you need to pay attention to any caution. You might need to be cautious in some relationships. It's most important for you to know, Virgo, that you have to love yourself first. If loving someone else is at the expense of your self-love, you need to examine that. You do deserve love when you love yourself first. Some of you need to decide what you want. I do notice Temperance is in reverse here, so you might be running hot and cold in some situations this month. Make your decisions about what you want, and that will bring the best kind of love and a higher love towards you, even in regards to career and family and friends. Yeah. So overall messages for the month. You got 2 cards from the Colette Baron Reid Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. It came in the reverse, so you need the protection message. And Dolphin, this and that are true. These 2 cards were not at all close to each other, and they flew out of the deck one after the other. This is very much about discerning what is true and what is not. Here's that fact versus fiction piece. This and that are true. First of all, you need to interject some playfulness into your life. I do notice we're ending on the Knight of Pentacles, and he can appear very stoic and very stubborn, very not rigid, very straight-laced, a little set in his ways. He is sort of at a standstill here, though, in this deck. You do need to interject a little bit of play and even socialization. But keep in mind, I like the message of this card. When Dolphin Spirit comes out, it's saying there are 2 truths. There's your truth and there's someone else's truth. There's the story you're telling yourself, there's the stories that you're hearing, and there's the stories you're telling other people. This and that are true, and the truth is subjective. Get all the facts this month. Make sure you let others tell you their side of the story. Try to do as much communication face to face, and interject some lighthearted playfulness during conversations or negotiations. That will help. I think you need to get some more facts about something, Virgo, before you can turn this knowledge into wisdom. Sometimes this card has a harsh message in reverse. It says, you're not learning a lesson. You didn't learn a lesson the first time. Don't let other people confuse you with their version of the truth. Stick to your version of the truth. You may need more facts in a relationship or a situation this month before you can process it and turn that knowledge into wisdom. There's something you may not know, and you need to know that both this and that are true. Oh, let that bake your noodle a little bit. I was like, whoa, okay. Use the Color Oracle deck. This is usually what I use for health or career. Blue, activate your healing power. Some of you need to focus on diet and exercise. I do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and she sometimes needs to focus on physical health. And I do have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands in your recent past. So for some of you, this is simply about COVID and taking some financial hits and losses because of that happening this year, and that you're hanging in there. But the Three of Swords can be about healing from communicable disease or an illness, even a heart condition possibly. If it's in the reverse, that looks good. You're on the mend, but you're still the wounded warrior here with the Nine of Wands. He is injured. It's like life is a battlefield, right? That was recent past and deep within. I do think that your guides want you to remind you that moving forward, I see you guys ending on a good note and being classic earth signs and being very productive. Slow and steady wins the race. You are in a time of healing from something physical and emotional. Do not ignore that. I don't know that you'll be able to turn any knowledge you have into wisdom and continue to heal until you get all the facts and bring some things into balance. Yeah, that's important to keep in mind this month. I have three cards of Libra came out: Justice, Queen of Swords, and out of the zodiac sign. Some of you have Libra in your chart. Perhaps you have one in your life. The zodiac, the constellation Libra, and Pluto came out for you. Libra's message is this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So here's Justice here again. This is also a card of Libra, but I also have Temperance in reverse, which is also a card of balance. She's mixing and matching and bringing her passion and her emotions into balance. This suggests in reverse some excessiveness, running hot and cold in a situation, in a process of healing, learning to trust yourself and find that harmony and peace. This may be a struggle this month. The way to help with that is to be as gracious and diplomatic as possible. Seek balance and harmony. If others cannot do that with you, you do the best you can on your own, Virgo. This just might be an energy around you plaguing you a little bit. And Pluto has come out as well. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, rebirth. There may be a situation that you are transforming from. Out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. Because I see you going in a positive direction here as you come out of the month. There may be a major transformation and a rebirth, but it will require you to take a leap of faith and take a leap of faith forward. Make sure you get all the facts and have everything in balance before you do that. Yeah. And again, with the relationship messages, it's important to love yourself first and be cautious and examine red flags and decide what you want very clearly. This might be a month of decision. Something might also go down in a court of law. Yeah. So at the center of it all for you guys, Virgo, Ace of Pentacles, but the catalyst or the challenge is the Five of Pentacles. So some of you this looks like a career opportunity possibly, or someone might be handing you money or helping you in some way, or vice versa. The Five of Pentacles is about often financial loss or impoverishment. It could also just be a lacking mindset, feeling isolated, lonely, and worried. It's a break-even card. It's not like you only have two pentacles to rub together and you don't know what to do. You may simply feel kind of worried this month. This might be because I have a queen and a knight here. And the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. For some of you, this might even be about an adult child, or you might be dealing with someone that's a little bit younger than you, or vice versa. Regardless, you're not really getting what you need, and it might be time to plant a seed elsewhere. This is often a new financial or career opportunity or a seed planted that will manifest into abundance. Someone might have handed you this one pentacle, this one offering, this one display of emotion, this one pentacle, and it's still not enough. So keep that in mind. What's driving you is the Four of Pentacles, holding back and holding on. So if any of you are having financial issues, and you might be because you see yourself as the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, some of you might even be going through a divorce, or this could be about a lack of equal contribution with family, a lacking in financial stability. The Ten of Pentacles is sort of the deconstruction of the karmic empire. It can be the darker side of wealth and financial loss or failure, or someone in your family not contributing. Some of you may be stepping out of a marriage or considering divorce, or this could have to do with a will, a 401k, your long-term stability. I like the way you're handling it. The Four of Pentacles is about taking a conservative approach and really needing to control the resources. It's about saving money and security. Usually he looks like his heart chakra is restricted. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can mean we hold back and we hold on to something, and we won't let it go. We're afraid of letting go because we only have four pentacles to spare. Pentacles can be anything. Yes, it can be tangible money in the 3D, but your pentacle is anything you consider a resource. Your time, your health, your wealth, even your waking hours and sleep can be considered a pentacle. So you might feel like you need to take a very conservative approach this month. Some of you are hanging on to something and won't let it go. Something new is coming in. Let go of the lacking mindset. Yes, take the conservative approach, but you'll notice There's a church right here. There's resources right here. If there's anyone around you that can help you and give you what you need, even if it's emotionally, turn to those that are there for you. Okay. Make sure you're not, sometimes we have to open up and let something go because you're just not getting what you need. Some of you are staying in a situation because you're afraid of being left out in the cold, but you sure want to break free and start something new here, either financially, with where you live, or even a relationship. Deep within in recent past, again, the Three of Swords to the Nine of Wands. The Three of Swords speaks to heartbreak and sorrow and grief or hurt. It can also mean communicable disease, recovering from illness, something even to do with COVID that affected your life in some way. You might be experiencing some negative self-talk this month or deep within, but the Three of Swords is good. It's about releasing pain and focusing on forgiveness and optimism. It's only natural that you would also feel like you're the Nine of Wands in a situation like that. That's the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands is resilient and courageous. He will be persistent. It's a test of faith. You have good boundaries. You might feel a little walled off and guarded this month. Anyone that's dealing with a Virgo checking in, you need to know that they're a little closed off right now because they're healing from something still. What your guides are telling you, your crowning thought, which is the advice that your highest version is giving to you at all times. Temperance in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Perhaps this is a mother or a family member or a friend. This could be you, Virgo. It could be someone else in your life. Another earth sign. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius, Libra, and Cancer here. You could be dealing, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. You could be dealing with any one of those signs this month. This could be the way you're feeling about yourself, or you're a worry about someone else. Temperance in reverse asks you to be calm and passive, to have perspective, to determine the purpose of something moving forward and bring into balance something that you've been running hot and cold about. Some of you might just be rejecting a Sag. And the Queen of Pentacles, when she comes in reverse, she needs way more self-care. It's about trying to gain some financial independence, working on and working through work-home conflicts, needing to take very good care of yourself. You might feel a little ungrounded this month. You might not be able to provide for anyone else but yourself. Some of you are just worried about someone else like this in your life, and you know that you want that to come into balance for them. For some of you, this is even a mother or a wife, but I'm thinking this is you. So your guides are saying, focus on healing, have perspective, try to bring peace and calm and harmony into your life and into situations. Watch for excessiveness, watch for running hot and cold. It will make you feel even more worried, and it will make you clam up even more. I think you need to bring some work home stuff into balance. Some of you, this is even like, again, possibly stepping out of a marriage or stepping out of a role of commitment of some kind, or even a role of leadership because you just don't feel like it's the right fit. You know, Temperance is a soulmate card. Your angel has not abandoned you, by the way. It might just be a matter of needing to transform and have a rebirth with this Ace of Pentacles. Because maybe someone else just isn't bringing that into balance with you. But I like what's coming in for you. Your action this month towards you, or towards others in the world, is justice. This is Libra energy. Some of you might be having something go down in a court of law. If so, this bodes well. It's favorable. Things will be fair and balanced. You may have a very important choice to make this month. You will need to weigh the cause and effect. You will need to stick to the truth and serve justice. This could also have to do with a will. This could have to do with taxes, anything like that. Justice will be served. This does not indicate how you or everyone in your life will feel about it, but justice will be served. Yeah. But the way you see yourself is the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are going through a divorce. Some of you may be moving out. This could be a mom, and this could be you. This could be a family thing. This is the deconstruction of the karmic empire, of course. If you are worried about financial failure and loss, it might just be worry. I see you trying to be very balanced and bringing balance into all part of your life and taking a conservative approach possibly to make up for that. Make sure there's equal contribution from yourself and everyone in your home as well. Again, some of you might have left a job because they just weren't going to give you that pension or that payout, possibly something like that. But I think you're handling it really well if you're trying to take a conservative approach with your resources, holding on to everything you have, especially for those of you that are leaving a job or leaving a relationship or moving out, you know, because you will need to hold on to every resource you have. In your environment, we have the Chariot. This could be a person around you that you're thinking of right now, or this could be your response to your environment. The Chariot is Cancer. The Chariot speaks to travel, relocation, moving forward, moving on. The Chariot represents victory, success, being very driven to succeed, having both hands on the wheel, the GPS of our soul turned on, and knowing exactly where we're going, being very accountable for the direction we're going. So if you were thinking of traveling, or someone was said they were going to come and travel towards you, they may not, or you may not want them to. You may not want them to. Again, check your car. This is your Chariot. If some of you were thinking about getting a new vehicle, you're not. Some of you need to go to Department of Transportation, or you're going to get a ticket for this, maybe. Tags. I just heard tags. I'm not seeing a an issue with the mechanics of the car. I think it has to do with tags, money, resources, stuff like that. It could be about travel. Make sure you're accountable for the direction that you're going. Know that you're not powerless. Perhaps you're not driven to succeed or move forward in a situation just yet. Perhaps you're waiting for something to come into balance. If this is a person around you, I don't think they're very driven to move forward. They might just simply need to determine the direction of their own life. They may just be running right off the road. This person might have just turned the GPS off with you, which is probably why you're the Queen of Swords. Hopes and fears is the Queen of Swords. I don't know if you're afraid of this Queen of Swords within you or someone else, or you're hopeful that you have the strength to do this. The Queen of Swords, this could be you. This could be a person you're connecting to. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, feminine energy often. But there's a Queen of Swords living in all of us. She's very independent. She has very unbiased judgment. She's not messing around either. She comes off as a little cold and icy. She's not. She has a heart. It's when we have to be very clear with our boundaries and have really good direct communication. The Queen of Swords is often a solution to a problem. So you're hoping that you won't be overly emotional or easily influenced by your emotions in situations where you really need to be sharp, smart, and clear-headed and not be bitchy or cold-hearted. You may have to be this month. I think you're going to pull it off just fine. It looks like you really want justice served, or someone may want that with you. That's not a bad thing. I'm hoping that's you, Virgo. It looks like you'll handle it well. I see you guys feeling somewhat ungrounded and needing to get into some air energy here with the Queen of Swords and Justice. You can do it. Because I can see that really what you want is to have a grounded new start with something. Relationship, career, possibly a place you live. For some of you, this is a health issue and you need treatment for something and you're concerned about money. You may have to talk to a bank or a lawyer about that. What we're ending on is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I notice we have a Queen in reverse and we're ending on a Knight. So some of you are moving out and moving on. Some of you want to go work for yourselves. Some of you have an adult child leaving home. Maybe you're the child leaving home. I notice this Knight of Pentacles has his back turned to this Queen of Pentacles who's looking at him. Yeah, so I like that you're ending on the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you may break out of a situation where there was not enough cooperation. You felt it was just. It was something you had to do here with the Queen of Swords, because there just might have been a lacking in direction in a relationship or a situation. Some of you were thinking about relocating far away. The Knight of Pentacles likes to stay close to the castle. He doesn't usually go more than a day's drive. So if you're getting out of a situation, you may just stay close to where you live now. But I love him. Classic earth energy. He's my favorite knight. He is the proverbial workhorse of the minor arcana in the tarot. He works hard. He's very productive. He's routine. He's conservative. He's not always sexy, but you trust him and he gets the job done. The Knight of Pentacles is usually a good boyfriend, a good girlfriend, a good son or daughter, a good employee. He does look a little stubborn. He does look like he's at a bit of a standstill, but he's usually a pretty trustworthy energy. So it will be slow and steady wins the race. I do notice at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, though, and that is part of the reading for me. You may be breaking out of a situation and making a major choice here where you have to be very direct because you've been in a situation where there was a lack of cooperation. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, learning, implementing what you learn, being recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table very early on in a cycle. There may be some disharmony. There may be some misalignment between you and a person or others around you. You may feel the need to work alone. Someone may lack in commitment or be somewhat apathetic. There could have also been third party interference as well. Yeah. And that's what we're moving out of. Just remember to stick to the facts here, Virgo, and turn the knowledge you have into wisdom. Before you discern the truth, you do need to activate your healing power. It is time for a transformation and a rebirth. That will take a big leap forward. I don't see you taking a big leap. I think I see you handling it like a classic earth sign here. And diplomacy and being gracious and honest and balanced, in particular in relationships, will be a huge factor this month. Yeah, just remember to love yourself first. Okay, Virgo, and know that you deserve love. I think a decision will be made. Very straightforward as well. This Queen of Swords will find the red flags too. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, that's your October forecast. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helps you. If you'd like to work with me personally, I would be delighted. I love doing private readings for Virgo. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo. Take care of yourselves. Have a great October. I'll see you next time.